Hello everyone, in this video we will learn how to write chemical equations from the given statements. So let's start. I have already written one statement. Hydrogen gas combines with nitrogen to form ammonia. See, in any of the statement, first step is that you have to recognize which are the reactants and which are the products, because we know in any chemical equation we have two things: reactants and products. Reactants undergo a change to give us a final product. So let's see. Hydrogen gas combines with nitrogen. So hydrogen is combining with nitrogen. So we will write, that means if reaction is taking place between hydrogen and nitrogen, so we can write in this way: hydrogen plus nitrogen. So these are the reactants. I have written it under the reactant. So which product these two are giving after undergoing a chemical reaction? This ammonia. See, hydrogen gas is combining with nitrogen to form. To form means this is the product. So I will write it here. So word equation I have got hydrogen plus nitrogen and it is giving us ammonia. Now let's write in the form of chemical symbols. Hydrogen. Hydrogen always exists as H2 plus nitrogen, it exists as N2. So because their elemental forms we have to write, we cannot write only H and N. We should write H2 and N2. Always in any chemical reaction, if any reaction is taking place between hydrogen or nitrogen, you should use these symbols. Then ammonia. Ammonia is a compound. So in order to write formula of a compound, so we should know the valencies of the elements. See, nitrogen is element, hydrogen is element. We should know their valency so that we can write their formula. So valency of nitrogen, it is 3 plus, 3 positive. So why it is 3 positive? Because in this chemical reactions, nitrogen, it will donate 3 of its electrons to hydrogen. Because this ionic reaction is taking place, we will not go into depth, only you should know the valencies, and some of the important valencies I have shared in the description also. You can go through those valencies before writing any chemical formulas. So valency of nitrogen is 3 plus and valency of hydrogen is here, because it will behave as a non-metal, it is accepting the electrons, so its valency will be -1. So its valency is here, I will write, and valency of hydrogen I will write. Don't write any plus minus, just forget about it, just write only the numbers. Now see, whatever is the valency of nitrogen is 3. So this 3 valency we should write with the hydrogen. So instead of writing at top, here below we have to write. Now valency of hydrogen is 1. So that means 1 will come here with nitrogen, not at the top but here down. So the formula of ammonia will be NH3. Why N1 no need to write, so directly we can write NH3. So we got the formula. So once again I will explain. See, valency of nitrogen is 3, just write on the top, and hydrogen's valency is 1. So valency of hydrogen we have to write with nitrogen, but not on the top, but here we have to write. This is 1, so 1 we will write here, and valency of nitrogen, this we have to write here. Like this method is known as crisscross method. So while doing this, you just have to cross the valencies. Valency of nitrogen, it will come here, and valency of hydrogen we have to write with nitrogen. So this is the formula of ammonia, NH3. Now we can see we have to write the chemical equation we have written, but after that we have to balance it also. Balancing of chemical equations also, on balancing I have made video and I have shared in the description. You can go through that also. then you can learn how to balance the chemical equation. So for balancing, we can see number of atoms of each element on both the sides, it should be same. So I will write here nitrogen and hydrogen, because I have only two elements in this. So this is left hand side of the equation and this is right hand side. I will just write here 2 atoms of hydrogen this side, and this side I have 3 atoms of hydrogen. Nitrogen 2 atoms this side and 1 atom this side. So we have to balance. Balance means both the elements, they should have same number of atoms on both the sides. So let's start with nitrogen. Here it is 2. Let's multiply it with 2. So we should not write here. Only any change while balancing the chemical equations we should write here only, just before that. So 2 I have written. Now if I see nitrogen on this side also 2, on this side also 2. So nitrogen is balanced now. Hydrogen on reactant side 2 atoms are there, but if I see on product side 3, see these 2 will get multiplied, this number. So 3 into 2. 3 into 2 is 6. So number of atoms of hydrogen this side is 6. So let's make this side also 6. So any change we have to make here. So 3 I will write here, because this number and this number will get multiplied. So 3 into 2 is equals to 6. Now hydrogen also both sides is 6. Hydrogen both the sides 6 atoms and nitrogen both the sides 2 atoms. So this equation is balanced now. This 3H2 plus N2, it gives us 2 molecules of ammonia. So let's do the next equation. In second reaction, we can see it's given hydrogen sulfide gas burns in air to give water and sulfur dioxide. So first step, we have to see which are the reactants and which are the products. So write it down in this way, then write the word equation. Hydrogen sulfide gas burns in air. So hydrogen sulfide gas, see whatever is written after to form or to give, that means those will be the products. So to give water and sulfur dioxide. So water I will write in this way. First word equation we will write. So products are water and sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide. And then reactants, hydrogen sulfide gas, hydrogen sulfide. So you can write hydrogen sulfide burns in air. Burns in air means this reaction is taking place with the oxygen. So hydrogen sulfide, oxygen you can write hydrogen sulfide, it is reacting with oxygen to give water and sulfur dioxide. Now let's write their symbols, their chemical formulas, and then we have to balance the equation. So hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide's formula is, I will just write HS first. Sulfide's valency is 2, hydrogen's valency is 1. I am not writing any plus or minus, it's just I am telling you its valency is plus 1 and it is minus 1. So for writing a chemical formula you don't have to go in that depth, but you should know the valency. Valency of sulfide or sulfur, we can say it is 2. So this 2 you have to write with hydrogen. So this 1 we have to write with sulfur. So 1 no need to write, just you can write this way. So H2S, hydrogen sulfide. Oxygen, and oxygen's elemental form also you have to write it as O, O2. Don't write it as O only. So hydrogen plus oxygen. Waters and sulfur dioxide's formula, it's very common, so directly I will write because we already know the formula. It is also same way. See, oxygen's valency is 2 and hydrogen's valency is 1. So this 2 is coming here, and 1 no need to write. Same sulfur dioxide, so SO2. Hydrogen sulfide plus oxygen, it's giving us water and sulfur dioxide. So this is the chemical equation. Now let's balance it. First of all, we should know here I have sulfur, I have oxygen and hydrogen. So left hand side sulfur it is 1, that side also it is 1, both sides same. Then oxygen this side 2, that side number of atoms of oxygen, see 1, 2 and 3. 3 atoms of oxygen it's there, so I have written. Now hydrogen this side 2, this side also 2 atoms. So balancing means the number of atoms of each element on both sides it should be same. Only sulfur is same, only oxygen we have to balance. So this side it is only 2, but this side it is 3. So what we can do here, we can multiply this by 2. If we multiply this by 2, see this 2 means this is getting multiplied with hydrogen also and with oxygen also. See, if we are making any change, that change it will affect the number of atoms of hydrogen as well as oxygen. So let's try, because for balancing we have to keep on trying until we get a balanced equation. So oxygen, now this side I have this 2 into O means 2 molecules, 2 atoms plus here also 2. So 2 plus 2 4. This side also I can multiply this with 2. So 2 into 2 I will get 4. So both the side now oxygen I have 4. Sulfur 1, oxygen now 4. 2 into 2 4. This and this you have to multiply. So 2 into 2 4. 2 plus 2 4. Let's see hydrogen now. Hydrogen if I see, it is 2 here, but this side now it is 4. So what we can do here, see in one side at least we have to make a change. If I write 2 here, then hydrogen it will become 2 into 2 4 this side. And that side, see when we made a change in oxygen, with hydrogen also this change happened because these two are together. Together means this number is getting multiplied with this also and this also. So hydrogen already it has 2 atoms. So this 2 into 2, this we don't have to add, this we have to multiply. So 2 into 2 it is 4. Now both the sides hydrogen 4. But if I go back and see, now this side if I see this 2 I have written here to balance the atoms of hydrogen, but now sulfur also I have 2. This side it is 1. So what we can do here, this side also let's multiply by 2. Sulfur this side number of atoms 2, this side also 2. But again if we see, if I am making any change in the atoms of sulfur, then atoms of oxygen will also get changed, because this 2 is getting multiplied by this also and with this also. So oxygen now if we see 2 here plus this 2 into 2, 2 into 2 4. So number of atoms of oxygen this side it is now 6, but this side it is 4. So 6 this side and 4 and 6. So this again we have to balance. This is very simple because oxygen is here. This instead of multiplying by 2, you can multiply it by 3. 3 into 2, 6. So we have to keep on changing the numbers until we get a balanced equation. Now if you see, every possible change I have made to balance the chemical equation. So let's see whether it is balanced or not. Number of sulfur atoms on this side 2 into S 2, this side 2 into S 2. So it is balanced. Number of oxygen atoms 3 into 2 6 this side 2 plus 2 into 2 4, 2 plus 4 6. Oxygen is also balanced. Hydrogen 2 into 2 4 this side, 2 into 2 this side also 4. In the next equation it's given barium chloride reacts with aluminium sulfate to give. See, I told you whatever is written after to give, that is product. So first we will write the reactants and products. and write a word equation. So reactants, which two are reacting? Those are reactants. So barium chloride is reacting with aluminium sulfate. Barium chloride, it is reacting with aluminium. Barium chloride, it reacts with aluminium sulfate. And what it is giving us, see, while writing chemical reaction, don't write this equals to sign, always this sign we have to write. To give, after whatever is written after to give, that is, or those are our products. Aluminium chloride, plus barium sulfate. Precipitate means formula, it will remain same. So barium sulfate only you have to write. Don't get confused that here precipitate is mentioned. It won't make any difference to the formula. So I have written, now I know which are the reactants. Reactants are barium chloride and aluminium sulfate, and after reacting with each other, they are giving aluminium chloride plus barium sulfate. Now let's convert it into their symbolic form. So barium chloride, see, I will just write the symbol and you can also try along with me. You just see the valencies and write the formulas. Symbol of barium is Ba, chloride Cl. So we have to write valencies. I will tell you, valency of chlorine is 1, valency of barium is 2. So valency of barium I have to write with chlorine, and valency of chlorine I have to write with barium. So I will get the formula. At the end you don't have to show this valency. See, BaCl2. Same way aluminium sulfate, aluminium symbol is Al, sulfate is SO4. This is one, you always have to consider it one unit we can see, or one, because this is aluminium sulfate. So atoms of sulfur and oxygen, they are combining together to give us sulfate. So SO4 altogether you have to write. Al, its aluminium's valency is 3. Valency of sulfate is 2. Now whatever the valency of sulfate, it will come here with aluminium, so 2 here, and whatever is the valency of aluminium, that you have to write with sulfate. So 3 here I will write. Crisscross method. So while writing formula you have to be very careful. Valency of this should come here, valency of this should be written here. So now valencies no need to show. Aluminium chloride, valency of aluminium, first I will just write the symbols. Valencies, aluminium's valency is 3, it's plus 3. I am not writing the signs of ions now, only this numbers I am writing. So 3, and chlorine's valency is 1. So again write it in cross way. So this 3 we have to write here, this 1. 1 no need to write, because one time number 1 means it is written one time, it's there 1, and 3 means 3 atoms. So 1 it is already written, so that is why we don't write 1, it's understood. AlCl3 is a formula of aluminium chloride. Then barium sulfate, barium Ba, its symbol, sulfate symbol is SO4. See here I didn't tell you, if there 3 is there, you cannot write it like this 3. This you have to consider as single unit. With both you have to write sulfate in bracket, and then its valency you have to write after the bracket, outside it. Same, valency of barium is 2, valency of sulfate is also 2. See, whenever the valencies are same, they will just get cancelled. No need to write here separately like 2 here, 2 here. Whether it is 1, whether it is 2 or 3, if the valencies of both the elements it is same, no need to write. Just understand, like they will get cancelled. So now I have got the equation. Equation in the form of symbolic form we can say. Now we have to balance it also. So let's see, first of all we have to see, I have barium here, I have aluminium here, and I have sulfur, oxygen and chlorine also. So I'll write all the elements, barium both side 1 1 1 1, aluminium this side 2, this side 1. So this means 2 atoms of aluminium, this side 2, other side only 1 atom. Chlorine this side it is 2, this 2 is written, that means 2 atoms of chlorine is there. This side 3 is written along with the chlorine, that means 3 atoms of chlorine. Sulfur, see sulfur, this bracket is there, bracket means this 3 number is with O also and with S also, that means sulfur's atom is 3, number of atoms of sulfur is 3 on this side. This side nothing is there, only 1 time sulfur is there, so number of atoms of sulfur is 1. Oxygen, say with oxygen 4 is already there, but you can see outside the bracket 3 is also there. So bracket is there, that means we have to multiply these numbers, 4 into 3, 12. So 12 atoms of oxygen is there on this side, on that side only 4. Now we have to balance it, we can start from any metal. So barium and aluminium are 2 metals here, so we can start from them only. See, any ways you can balance it. So aluminium here 2, here also let's write 2, multiply it by 2. Now both the sides aluminium 2. Barium, now we can see barium this side it is 1, this side also 1, so it's already balanced. Now let's see chlorine. Chlorine this side it is 2, but this side, see here also we have written 2 now, so 2 into 3. This we have to multiply, we don't have to add, we have to multiply. This whatever is written here, it will get multiplied with this also and with this also. So here it is 3 atoms of chlorine, so 2 into 3 is 6. This side it is 6, this side it is 2. So we know if I multiply 2 with 3, so on both the sides I will get 2 into 3 is 6, 2 into 3 is 6. So this side now chlorine number of atoms I have 6, this side also 6. But again I have to go back, because whenever I make any change I have to keep on looking the other elements also which I have already checked, like barium. Barium at the starting I checked, it was 1 1 both sides, but now I have made change with the number of atoms of chlorine. I multiplied this with 3, because this 3 will get multiplied with this also and with this also. Here we cannot make any change. Any change whichever we are making, it should be here. So that is why this change will affect both barium and chlorine. Now this side barium 3, that side only 1. So let's multiply that also with 3. Both sides 3 now. So barium it is 3 both sides. Aluminium it is 2 here, 2 here. Chlorine 6 and chlorine 6. So till chlorine it's balanced. Now let's check for sulfur now. See sulfur, it is, this bracket is there, so that means this 3 atoms of sulfur this side. This side, see this 3 will get multiplied with all the elements. This 3 will get multiplied with barium also, with sulfur also, with oxygen also. So that means 3 into 1, because only 1 atom here, so 3 atoms. 3 atoms of sulfur. This side also. See, we made change to make the atoms of barium equals to 3. That change balance the atoms of sulfur also. Now both the sides sulfur 3. Let's check oxygen. This side oxygen is 12. This side, after we multiplied this with 3, see here this 3 will get multiplied with the number of atoms of oxygen also. 3 into number of atoms of oxygen here is 4. 3 into 4, 12. So this side also number of atoms of oxygen is 12. So this is our balanced equation, 3BaCl2 plus Al2SO4 whole 3, 2AlCl3 plus 3BaSO4. So in the last equation, its potassium metal reacts with water to give potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. So recognize reactants and products. See, if you don't understand which one are the reactants and which one are the products, it will be difficult to write chemical equations. So write this way like we did in the previous ones also. So reactants and products. See, I have told you whatever is written after to give. So those are the products. Potassium hydroxide, write it, potassium hydroxide, and the other one is, and means like one more product we have, that is hydrogen gas. Potassium metal, potassium metal, it is reacting, so potassium we will write, potassium only we can write, plus water. So these two are the reactants. When potassium and water is reacting, they are forming potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. So potassium, its symbol is K, and we have to write it as K only, plus not as K2, that for oxygen, nitrogen and hydrogen only we write, potassium only K we will write, water H2O, potassium hydroxide, potassium is K, see hydroxide is OH. Valencies you can write, for formula you should know, valency of hydroxide, see hydroxide is 1 unit, 2 elements oxygen, hydrogen, they are combining to form hydroxide, but it will be considered as one single unit in this one. This is potassium and this is hydroxide. Valency of hydroxide is 1, minus 1 is the valency, and valency of potassium is plus 1. So 1 and 1 same. So 1 no need to write here, if you write 1 also here also 1, so it will become KOH only. So potassium hydroxide is KOH. Hydrogen gas. So hydrogen in first equation also I told you it is H2. We have to write it in the form of H2. So gas you can mention. See, while writing chemical equations we can write their states also. So it's a gas, like water is a liquid, this is a solid. So like potassium hydroxide solid, so like this you can write the states also when we balance the chemical equations. Most of the time reactants, they can be in the form of solids and liquids, gases also, so accordingly you have to write the states. Potassium, I have already written the chemical equation, now I just have to balance it. So here in this equation I have potassium, oxygen and hydrogen, only 3 elements are there. So left hand side I will say it is 1, right hand side also 1, oxygen 1, oxygen 1, hydrogen 2, this side also hydrogen, so it is 2 plus 1, 2 atoms here, 1 atom here, so 2 plus 1, so it is 3. So hydrogen we have to balance. So how can we balance? So it is 2, let us multiply this by 2. So if we multiply this also by 2, hydrogen will become 4. So that means here we can try, let us multiply this with 2. Here if I multiply, see hydrogen, because this 2 will get multiplied with each of this, with potassium also, with oxygen also, with hydrogen also. See, when we write this number, this we do not have to consider as 1. These different elements we have to consider, and this number will get multiplied with each individually. So 2 will get multiplied with K also, with O also, and with H also. So 2 atoms of hydrogen here, 2 atoms of hydrogen this side, so 2 plus 2, now it is 4. So this side 2 into 2, 4. Hydrogen is 4 both the sides, but while making changes we might have made change in others also, like potassium, now here this side 2. So this side also we can multiply by 2, it is balanced now. Oxygen, because we wrote here, I write both sides 2 potassium. Oxygen, because this 2 I multiplied, this 2 will be multiplied by both. So oxygen, now number of atoms is 2, and this side also number of atoms of oxygen 2. So this equation is balanced. So with this we have learned how to write the chemical reactions or chemical equations from the given statements. You can try doing yourselves also, and if you have any doubts you can post in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching the video.